So hello everyone. Today's topic is image manipulation using Python. So what exactly we are going to do is editing images. What exactly we do on the Photoshop or the on mobile applications such as PixArt. We edit the images. Okay. But now we are going to do the same with the Python. We are going to do the same with the coding. Okay. So don't worry. It will be not so much hard coding. And of course everyone has already joined and watched the last webinar in which we have covered all the basics of the Python. So today we will learn to how we can manipulate image by only that basics. We will use some different model this time. We will learn how we can download, how we can import the new models into our Python code so we can easily do different tasks. So let's move towards. So don't worry, it will be easy. Okay, all the computer science students who already work know that image manipulation consists of a lot of math actually. It is nothing but all images are nothing but matrices, and there are some algorithms we apply it, well, filters we apply to it, and after that, image manipulation is done. For this time, what we are going to do, we are going to use a library. The library is Pillow. So what is a Pillow? Pillow is a Python imaging library which adds support for opening and manipulating and saving images. So first understand what are library. So library is something which are pre-sets of code. Means the code is already written and we just use that pre-written library, the pre-written code to make our work easily. Okay, we don't have to write the code from scratch. There is some person or some organization already written some code for doing simplification of tasks, and we just import that library. We directly use the plugins or directly use the functions. So one of the Pillow is the one of the library. It's the most famous library in the Python for the image manipulation. That with the help of that library, we will manipulate the images. So we will exactly see what is image library. First, I will open my browser. Let's see. We will go to the Pillow. Okay, so I should have searched Pillow Python. What is Pillow Python? If you go towards it, okay, this is the website. This is all the documentation and all the things how we can install the Pillow library. So let's move towards our slide. The slide installation of Pillow. So how we can install Pillow? So this is the command. This command you can see. This is the command you can use to install the Pillow library in your computer. For example, this is the same command in the Windows. You have to write in your command prompt so you can download the Pillow library. In case of me, I am using Ubuntu, which is Linux distro. I have to write PIP3 for the same. Okay. If all the proper link, if you go towards it, I just clear the space. This is the official website. What you have to do is just copy this part here into your command prompt, so it will download it. Okay, so now I have already downloaded and I will check. And how will I check? Let's see. So I am not showing this part, so I am okay. I have already made one directory where I will write today's seminar. Okay, okay, someone is annotating their code here. Okay, so in more disable participant annotation, guys, please don't do such things. Okay, so I'm writing my code here, which will be new uh, welcome dot py. So if I am here, what I will write here is from pill import pillow. What exactly it does? Let's see. We will write it. For example, if I have some presets of code, like I have written here. Okay, from pill import image. Okay, wait. Just a little error. You have to write here image, and I will run this part of code in the folder itself. I last time also told everyone that if you are running Windows, you have to write Python welcome.py. I am on a Ubuntu version. I have to write Python 3. I have to specify which version of Python I have to use. So I am running this. So it doesn't give me any output here because we haven't printed anything here. If you can see, there is nothing is printed here. So by this means I have successful installation of Pillow in my computer. To you to install it in your computer, what you have to do is just copy pasted this thing and paste it over here, and you will be installed. You will have your copy of the Pillow in your computer. Okay, for all the people who are using Ubuntu version, they can write pip3 here and install their version of Pillow here. So Pillow is nothing but image library we have to use. I hope everyone is understanding, and we will move toward the next slide. So what are the file formats supported by Pillow? So basically image is multi-format, means if you can see, if there are icons, okay, so they are mostly from ICO format. If you can look here, ICO, this is for icon format. If you are normal, this is JPEG file format, this is GIF, okay, this is PNG. So there are multiple file formats which are supported by the Pillow. So you can edit these many types of files, image files through Pillow. So this is colors and RGB form. Before moving toward the coding part, I want to introduce what are the colors and how colors are shown in the code. Means, for example, if you look at here, this is white. The white color is shown by 255, 255, 255. So this is the value of the white. This is the what mean the first value 255 is amount of red in white is 255. This 255 intent ranges from 0 to 255. So amount of green is 255, amount of blue is, so by this full means if the red, green and blue, the intensity is 255 or 3 of the values, the color will generate is white. If you directly looked at the green color, the middle portion, 128, intensity with 128, it will generate a green color. If you look at the red, the starting red here 255, it will generate a red color. Now what is the last part here? What the last part 255? This is an transparency. When the image is display over an other image, should we display the background part of it? It should be transparent or it should be not be transparent. That indicated by the last part, which is also known as the alpha A value. So let's move towards. Okay. So how we use the Pillow? From Pill we import image. Okay, this is the way to import the Pillow. And how to load an image, we have to write the image.open lena.png, where lena.png is nothing but a name of an image file, and image.open, where image is the function is, okay, image is from the Pillow library and open is a function. So we will use this to import our image. How to show? We have to just run the show command. Okay, show function here. So if you go over here, from Pillow import image, let's we see how many images we have. I have already downloaded some of the images, dogs, lions, nature. You can also try on your own images. Okay, whatever you have. How to join the group? Okay, admin, please respond to his question. So basically, I have this dog image. Okay, I will try to display it through command line. Let's see. Okay, it is loading. It's taking too much time to load. Okay, it is loaded. I'm closing it. The multiple tabs are open. Okay, so what exactly I have to do? I am creating one object which is I am equal to. I am image dot open. What parameter I have to pass is the name of the file. What is the doc.jpg? Okay, doc doc.jpg. Now I will save it and I will again run the command. Please welcome the file. But we are unable to show anything here. Why? Because to display the image, you have to run the show command. So what I am dot show. Don't worry, I will explain really what exactly is happening here. Yes, exactly. I am dot show. My PC is hanging. So there is some PC issue in my image. Wait. Okay, so the image is loaded properly. So by this way we can load our image. So how we can save the image? For save we have to call the function save. First let's understand what we just did. If you can see, this is the image. From the image there is a function called open where we have opened the file name doc.jpg and we are saying this file. Okay, now I am in the object of image library. Okay, image class, and we are saying this will now I am will act as reference to this file. What is the file? Doc.jpg in the pillow format. Okay, now I am is our image and I am is also object of image class. So when we say I am dot show, what exactly is happening? I am containing our file. Okay, I am containing is our file and it is directly shown into our view. So when we'll again run it, I hope this time my computer didn't hang. Yes, my computer having some issue here. To wait. Yeah, it is displaying. Problem. Multiple. I let everything close. Hmm. Let's see. Again run it. Yeah, it is working. So this way we can display our image. Now let's move toward next slide. So what is this? So getting attribute of image. So image contains what image contains? Image is a file. So what exactly image will have? Image will have the format, either it is JPEG, PNG, ICO, okay. And image will have some size and mode. So let's see how we can. So we have this image. What is image? Okay, so I will writing print here. Okay, so what is the format of image? I am writing format. Okay, and what I will display here is IM dot format. Let's see if it works or not. Mm, okay, format spelling is wrong. JPEG. We can clearly see it is JPEG format. So how we can write size? You have to write IM dot size. Okay, let's save it again. I am clearing the screen. I hope everyone can see. I am making it zoom little. Okay. Okay, so we can clearly see format is JPEG and the size is 980 by 490. To prove what exactly this size. Okay, so image is nothing but an array. Okay, and it is contents of the pixels. what is size of an image? So when this thing says it is 980 by 492, it means the width is 980 and height is 492. It goes like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 till 980 and goes like 2, 3, 4 goes like 492. It's continuously by this way. Okay. So this is the size of an image. I hope everyone is understanding. And if you ever looked at your old television, if you closely zoomed at it, even if I will show mine, okay, stop sharing. Okay, this is my television, old TV. Do you used to remember when you used to watch the TV? If you closely look at it, we can see the simple pixels at there. This is fluctuating. The whole image is made up of the pixels from left to right. Okay, either it is upper side or it is horizontal side. So exactly by this way. And yes, let's again move towards it. So what does it mean for the single pixel? The color intensity is there. Color. Either it is RGB. RGB value defined to the single pixel. So we can clearly see the pixel. We can clearly see the color format of that. We will move towards it. What exactly it look like. Okay. So I am closing out saving. So I am deleting this part. Let's move toward the slide. Okay. So this is the original dot mode. In which mode it is? So how we will print the mode. IM dot mode. So I'm going to run this thing again. RGB. So I said right now it is RGB format. We can understand now why it is RGB. How many format we can. So there are multiple formats. Just like there is a grayscale. Grayscale is a black and white image. Okay, and there is RGBA. There is CMYA. There are multiple formats of the color which is used, and the most widely used in RGBA and RGB. Okay, for just a general knowledge. Okay, so our slide next content is resizing the image. For resizing, we have the function which is the resize. Simple, nothing hard. Okay, so let's first I want to print the size of image again. Okay, size. Okay, so IM dot size, and we will apply the resize image. For example, I will create the second variable IM2 equal to IM dot resize. And how will I resize? Do you remember last time we had studied about the tuple? So image is nothing but an the parameter we need right now is nothing but an tuple for the size of an image. Example, okay, I am writing yes size of img, and I am going to show tuple which is 150 by 150, and I am going to pass here size of image. Now I will show im2 dot show. Nothing work? No, something I work. Did you see? The size of an image is decreased. The pixels are fluctuated because the pixel size of the original image was 980 by 492 and we are converted into 150 by 150. If you look the original image, this is dog. Okay. And this is the one we have created. Now where it is helped, where we can use this. If you have worked, if you have ever built a site, okay, you have said we want a particular image in particular site. If you ever uploaded any app, In the Play Store, we want a particular site only, size only. Either it is banner ad, either it is pop-up ad. Okay, if you want to make website, or if you want to display in your website, or ever we want to display for Instagram also, there is particular size, the particular ratio. So we have can use this. If you want to use your less memory, not to maximize the memory. For example, if you have ever uploaded any image on the WhatsApp or Instagram, they resize our images so they can easily store, because so many images are in, if you understand, for our normal mobile camera, we store in 1980 to 1920 pixels. If you ever see the range of size of the camera image which will caught by our camera, so we can reduce the file size. And as discussed in earlier, I have told we will see how we can edit the multiple images. We will move towards it, but let's first understand these fundamentals, how we can resize the image. Okay, so this is nothing but an tuple. We already seen tuple is shown by the brackets, and the list is shown by these types of bracket, and these are the circular brackets. Okay, so let's move to the slide. So change the file type. So we can also change the file type of an image. For example, what you have to just use the save command and pass the parameter. So what, how exactly we can do? I'm going to read this part. Okay, change file type. I'm quitting the Windows again. It will not hang. If you see this image, doc.jpg, what format it is? It's JPEG format. What if we wanted this in PNG format? So we can do that. How? Let's see. So I'm going to download it again. I am equal to image dot open. When I am saying this, we will open doc dot jpg. Okay. So let's see if we have any error or not. Just run this part. Okay. So it is already hanged. Yeah, we don't have any error still. So it is just opening, and in the variable I am. So this is object for this image right now. So we will save this in another format. How we can, let's see what you have to just do. Okay, I am to, no, I am dot save, and what you have to pass is mm, png doc dot png, and we will specify it png. Let's see it will work or not. Now I will again run it. I'm zooming again. There is no error here. We will check our files. So if you can see, here is our another file. The extension of the file, yeah, the extension of file is png. The original extension was jpg. So we have another copy of file which is jpg. Now this can also be helpful, because sometimes we want to convert a file type, because when we upload in some website or we want to do some image operation, it doesn't support it. For example, when you have to upload icons, even for uploading the making the poster of today's webinar, I have to upload somewhere the icons, okay, which are the png format. So I can use this thing here also. Okay, we can use the simple Python program for changing the file type also. We can also use the from jpg, from png to jpg. We will move towards it. Okay, so let's check what we have in the slide. So this is something interesting. First, let me ask if any questions here. Okay, I am unmuting everyone. Raise your hands. Okay, uh, raise your hands if you have any doubt. Anyone? So if you understand till now, Everyone understand this still? Yes, okay. So there is comment what is the need of changing file format by coding can be easily changed using GUI. Hello Deepak, what if you want to convert thousands of file types in one time? Okay, for the thousands of images in single click, then you will need the coding, of course. You can't convert every images by GUI. You don't have that much time. When the pictures, for example, the company are going to upload thousands of images, thousands of images in their website, so they can't go and open the Photoshop and change the format of the image. So that's the work of the coding, isn't it? So we want to automate the task. Therefore, I hope you have cleared that out. Okay, we can doing in lots of images and we can save our lots of time. That's why we are understanding. That's why we learn the coding. That's the main aim of the learning the coding. The main aim of the using the Python, because we don't have to do the manual work of thing, isn't it? Therefore, we are spending time in learning the coding. Okay, anyone have any doubt? Any different doubt? So I will move towards, because now it will get interesting. Okay, so I'm moving forward. So we will see how to blur an image. Now for blurring an image, we have the different class, which is the image filter. Okay, let's move again. Okay, so from field import image, and we will use image filter. Okay, image filter, and we will opening the what the steps are written. If you see, the first step, we have to import the modules image and image filter. Okay, the second thing, we have to open the image, and third, we have to directly upload and save it. So how we can do it? And there are two methods for blurring an image. I will show you both. Okay, uh, okay, some people have done again something. No, nothing. Okay, so first I will minimize this image filter. Now what we gonna do is blur the image. And yes, I will share the screen recording. I got a lot of responses about it. So it's nice you are learning, guys, and asking me doubts on personal. I feel really nice from the last webinar. So how we can image? I am again creating I am equal to, let's this time create another image. So I am again closing this, or it will make some problems. So there is a lion image. Okay, this lion you can see here. Yes, let's see. We will blur the lion. Okay, image dot open. What is the lion name? Lion dot jpeg. Okay, lion dot jpeg. Veneer. Now I am content the lion dot jpeg. Then what our slide says? The slide says that we can have the different object, that we can apply the filter, the image blur. Let's see. I am having blur object. Okay, and for blur I am passing I am dot filter from the that's like a slide, and image filter dot, no, it will be a capital blur. Now I will show blur dot, so let's see it is worked or not. Image viewer is ready. Yeah, now it is again making problems. I will save it directly. My PC is not pissing me off. Okay, now I will save it as a blur lion dot jpeg. Again run it. Let's, no error. Yeah, there is no error here. uh, this is different directory. It the blur line. Yeah, if you can see properly, the line is blurred. Now there's sometimes we want to change the intensity of the blur. So how we can do that? So this is the simple blur. Okay, this was the simple method to do. There is another thing called as the Gaussian blur. If you look at the slides, when you are referring, looked at here also. What we have to do is Gaussian blur with the radius equal to 2. The same thing we will do here. The difference will be Gaussian blur. Okay, and now I will pass default radius is 0. Okay, remember that. Now I will pass 2 here. Default radius is 0. Okay, now I am going to say blur that line again. Let's run it. There are no error. Okay, we can see the image is blur. Now we will try to maximize the intensity. How we can do that? We can pass the parameter just like 10 here. We'll run again. You can see the amount of blur. I think this is the very dark image. So let's see. This is the dog. Okay, dog 2. We will try this dog2.jpg. This is the original image. What we will do? Dog 2, and we'll write dog blur dog. Okay. When we will run it, there are no error. Blur dog is loading. Yeah, you can see. Okay, both the images. This is the original image, and this is our blurred image. The intensity is 10. We can minimize it, we can increase it. Okay, by this way we can do the blur, and by Gaussian blur, the simple blur doesn't have this attribute. Okay, if you run to the blur radius, it will give you error. This is the simple blur. I'm going to save it. There are no errors, and this was the simple blur. Okay, there is slight blur. If you see properly, there is slightly blur here. Okay, but I will prefer you to use the Gaussian blur effect, which is nice. Now this part. Here, how many filters we exactly have? These are the, for example, we already used this blur. Okay, we also use the Gaussian blur from here. We can try the one by one everything, but I will not try to try everything. You try it. There are some beautiful, just like there is emboss here. It is a very good filter. You may have seen this in PicsArt. Let's try this one. What exactly I'm going to do is emboss it. Here I will write emboss and we'll save it. Now we'll write here emboss doc, control save, and I will run our script again. There are no error. Okay, where is emboss? Yeah, this is our image. Isn't it nice? Okay, so I will describe you what exactly is happening inside this image. Okay, I will make for lion also. What exactly, what is, if you are interested, what exactly is happening, what the math behind it, you will run it also. Okay, image processing is nice actually, but you should have little knowledge about the matrices. Where is emboss? Here it is. This is your emboss line. Okay, you can play with it also. There are, you have to understand how really matrices work and how you can multiply with array. Okay, another filter which is smooth and smooth more. Let's see. We'll work for doc 2. It is smooth doc smooth. Let's try it. There is error? No error. Yeah, good one. Where is dog, man? Okay, smooth dock. Yeah, there is little smooth here. Means you can't see. Maybe you are noticing or not. I don't know. But let's try the smooth more here, just like here. Smooth more. If you zoom it and look now, you can really understand what is it really smooth or not. Okay, it is little zoom. It is. Let's say it. The smoothness is increased. If you looked at the original image, where is it? You can see there is little sharpness over here, and there is smoothness here. Okay, and there is another which I like is sharpness. Where it is? Sharpen. It also you can try it. Okay, I'm not going to try everything here. Sharpen. Let's try. I'm going to use the same thing. Okay, now you can, I think you can notice it, what exactly it is. This is sharpened image, means you can see the hairs are just sharp here if you properly look. Okay, so by this way image filters are working. I will describe you how match is working behind it. So I hope it will not make you bored if I go toward the what's exactly happening behind it. Now there are some common things which we do in image editors, such like rotate an image. If you have any doubt till now, please ask. Okay, any doubts? I hope you are understanding the chat screen. What can be the possible access to radius and range value? Okay, sorry, sir. Why radius 2? First question was why radius 2? So radius 2, if you directly didn't give the radius value, it will give the radius value equal to 0. Okay, by default it is the value, and where we can't see any notable difference in it. And we can range from, there is no limit, we can increase the radius value, but at certain point the smoothness will be, the blurriness will be too much, so you will not able to possible to see what exactly the image is. You can try out the different values. Okay, there is no proper limit, means you can also try out the 15, 20, anything. I hope you are cleared your doubt, and I'm moving forward. Can I move forward? Any other doubts? Do you understand, guys? Yes. Okay, okay. I hope it's not boring. Image is little fun. The main thing here is we are directly looking at a single picture editing here. If you will look at a very different images, multiple images, now you will really understand why it is awesome. I will move toward it, but you should understand what are the fundamentals of Pillow library. The first you will understand how to rotate an image. Okay, I will make it annotation here. How to rotate an image, we should here. There is a simple function, it is rotate, and we can go 180. 180, you can call it as a flip image. Okay, I am making clear everything. Let's try it. Okay, how we can rotate an image. Mm, rotate an image. I have dock to here. Oh, okay. Mm, rot equal to, rot is nothing but an object here. I am dot rotate. Okay, मैं rotate की spelling wrong है भाई. Rotate. Okay, so parameter I am can go to 180. We don't try to add any different parameters, just like 64 or 80. We can't rotate in that way. Okay, so we can, but there is a amount of portion which is the rotated. For example, it is a cross, then it will replace with the black color, so it will not look good. Okay, now I will try to save this rot dot save, and I will write rotated doc dot jpeg. Let's try to run it. Okay. Mm, you know how the dog looks? Dog looks like this. Okay, I am making sure everything is closed so it will not hang it again. Okay, so there are no errors. I don't like errors. Look here. The image is rotated. It is 180 degree. Now you can try same with 45. Now 45 will not look good. 90 degree. Yeah. You will try. Okay, what 45 looks like. But the part which is not proper, it will replace by the black. This is the 90 degree rotate. Now let's try with 45. Okay. Can you see exactly just like I said, the part which is not there. For example, when you rotate at a 45 degree, the part which is not in the image, it will replace with the black color. It will not look good, but it's okay. Now there are inbuilt functions to rotate. For example, you can try the flip parameter, etc. But I will use or will suggest you to use this parameter, that's like degree. It will help you. So what's another thing we have in our slides? The how to crop an image. Okay, I will show you how to crop an image. Let's open the Pinta. Okay, why I will tell you. Hmm, what image? Okay, tiger here. Tiger is opening. Yeah, tiger is here. So this is our image. Sometimes what we want to crop the image. Let's what we do. The many people are asking. Okay, there is Pinta here. So the Pinta is nothing but an paint application. Okay, in my computer it is known as the Pinta in Ubuntu. So if you look the pixel values, look here if you are able to see the how the pixel values are changing. Okay, wait. Look at this part. Okay, this part. Now look how it is differentiating from it is 0 comma 0 to this is the pixel values here. Can you notice this? So to crop an image we have to understand this pixel value. How? Let's see. If you write here this part, what is this? 0 comma 0, correct? When I am coming over here, what is this? 150 by 150 approximately. So this part is 150 by 150. 0 to 150 by 150. What exactly if I want to crop this part of image? Understand? Okay, I will show you, don't worry. So what's our image file? It is tiger.jpg. I'm going to open it. Tiger. I'm going to use the crop function here. Okay, crop tiger. So what exactly we have to pass the parameter, just like there is a tuple. Exactly, I have defined it last time. So size, what size? There is a tuple. What we have to introduce the from which parameter? For example, when I am here, this part, this is 0 comma 0, correct? So I have to pass 0 comma 0, and I have to crop till this part, which is exactly 150 comma 150 approximately. So I will pass 150 comma 150. Then I will save this. Okay. Now what exactly will happen in the size? The this part is included, and now we are passing this parameter into it. Okay, the crop fonts and tuple of the particular size, and we have saved it. Let's see if it worked or not. I hope there are no error. Let me close this part. Yeah, yeah, so there are no errors. Let's see. Okay, and close this part. Yeah, where is crop tiger? Yeah, this yeah, you can see This was our this part exactly cropped. What we want this part here. For example, I want from this. This is 192, 13. Okay, you can play with it. Okay, guys. This is 192, 13, and I want still here. This is 670, 451. Look over here, guys. Okay, I am again showing you. I hope you are understanding this part. Okay, this what exactly I am telling from this. I want this portion of image. I want this portion of image. So I am going to okay this part. What are the parameters here? 666, 0. Okay. So I will pass 666, 666, 0, and I'm going to save it again. Okay, let me clear the screen. Clear all the drawings. Yeah, and I'm going to run it again. Oh, title cannot extend outside image. So it goes behind that. Okay, wait just a second. Wait, it can't be possible. Where is the tiger? If you directly print the tiger height, wait just a second. What you have to do is print iron dot size. I'm going to comment this part. Let's print it. Okay, so it is going to 528. Let's try this again. It's part and different parameter here. Example goes towards 300. Yeah. What is this? 580, 602 and 403. 602, 03. Let's run it again. Oh yeah, it is working. Let's see our image where is crop tiger. Yeah. So it is cropped perfectly. So what exactly the problem was? It was showing 0, means it was going out of there, and this part. So it caused the problem. Now we have already cropped this part. Okay. So by this way the cropping can happen. Hope there are no doubts right now. I'm closing this window. Everyone understanding? Everyone understand? Any doubts till now? If you have, ask in the chat room. I will notice it and will try to solve your doubt. Okay. No doubt. Okay. Thanks, Aisha. No doubt. Thanks, Deepak. Let's see. Let's move forward again. Now, where it is? Yeah. Now it is a great scale image. It is nice. Yeah. If you are noticing the first slide, I have written here when opening the image, convert to RGB. Can you understand this converter to RGB? The convert function converted into a different type of color format. For example, I have written what are the color form. I have told you it is there is grayscale, okay, there is RGB, there is RGBA, there is CMYA. Now this notification displayed exactly like this, but for the grayscale it is displayed is equal to L. So when we want to convert into the grayscale image, we have to pass the parameter which is called L. So how exactly we are going to do that, and how exactly it will help us a lot. Yes, whatever our size we have to just convert to L and just show the image. So I will pass the image to equal to im dot Guys, I'm not using the show parameter. You saw my computer is not responding it to properly. So I'm directly going to save in my computer. So save. No, convert. Uh, Pass the L parameter. Let's see it's correct or not. And I'm going to save this image. The IM2. IM2 is referring to the grayscale image. Okay, so I want to change if you are reading it grayscale and image. So I'm going to save it like this. Okay. Gray tiger. What do you think? Okay, my mouse. Yeah, it's working. Gray tiger. I think today's internet is proper. In the last time it hang little bit. Okay, let's say there is no error. Yeah, good. Where is my gray tiger? Wow, it looks good, na? It looks good. I think so. You can try it different. For example, you can try for grand. There is line 2 also. It is hanging. Okay, there is line 2. We will try to convert it this time. Okay. Where is the code? You have to write lion 2. Now gray lion. Let's run it. Where is my lion? Gray lion. Yeah. So here it is our gray lion. It is our gray tiger. So just a single line of code. Can you understand how much? It is good. Let's try to move toward a slide. There is an image enhance option also. For image enhance, we have to import another thing which is image enhance. Image enhance class. Okay. They have convert into different classes. For example, if I go toward his image enhance. Okay. Enhance. First, I will try. Brightness. What exactly we have to do is just first look at here what we are going to do. So first we will have this IM3. In this IM3 we are storing IM engine.brightness.im, where this IM is nothing but our image. Okay, and we are trying to put brightness functions over it to image enhance class, and now IM3 indicates the brightness, and we are going to we will call the save method here. Okay, let's see, and the 2.0 is nothing but a parameter. We can increase it, and this is the floating point. Let's try it. What we are going to do again, we are just passing the image enhance and brightness, and we'll save it and enhance it. Let's see, I am going to clear it. Brit, yeah, image enhance dot no brightness, and what you have to pass, you have to pass this IM. Okay, IM, and now we are going to show the Brit dot image enhance again. Okay, image enhance parameter again to show it. Okay, enhance, and we'll pass the 2.0. 2.0 is nothing but an example. If you have any doubt, okay, we can increase it, and I will show you how it is. Okay, for saving the image. Okay, I will pass the bright lion dot jpeg. Let's run it. I hope there is no error. Oh, there is no error. Where is my bright lion? So this was our lion, no? Before bright lion. Yeah. Where is my bright lion? Okay, this is my bright lion. This is my where is my? You just move. Okay, this was our original lion, which is little dark. Okay, and this is my bright line, and we can increase the parameter if you want to see. What if I do it 10.0, and you need to pass a 0.0 as a floating point number. Okay, I'm going to run it again. You can see, yes, this was the original image, so the bright image. It's pretty nice, and but it is not pretty nice. We have, I think it should decrease it. Example, one will be enough. Yeah, it was little dark, so it is good. So I'm going to close already here. Now there is another thing. Instead of brightness, we can try the sharpness here again. Here, but we have already used the sharpness. If you look here, we can sharpen our image. But what we have to sharpen image with our parameter, with our scaling. Okay, so we can again try this part. Okay, what exactly we have to do? Yes, sharpen. Let's try to say it. Okay, there is no error. Where is my sharp line? Yeah, here it is. Can you see the sharpness increased? I hope. Okay, I will increase the parameter. 10. Okay, I'm trying to save with 10. Okay, I hope now you are noticing it. See the sharpness. And what was the original? The line. If you are notice how many ways we are just converting to grayscale, we are converting to bright, we are converting to blur. Okay, this is the sharpness. This is bright line. This is gray line. This is line which is also bright. Okay, and this is a very sharp line. Yeah, I'm going to close all the tabs again so it will not hang. So this was about the image enhancing part. Okay, so this is the sharpness. Okay, so till now any doubts? If you have any doubts, a doubt, there is doubt? Yes, okay. Muskan, you have any doubt? Ask. Muskan Sheikh, any doubt? Okay. So I hope guys you are all are understanding. We'll move toward the next slide. So no doubt still? Okay, no problem. Okay, I am minimizing the tabs here. So before moving towards it, okay, I will want to show what we can do. In the WhatsApp, I already told, and even for the Deepak I have told how we can do for the multiple images. So is this what more? Can we do this to multiple images? How? This is the solution. Use OS model of Python. So what is OS? So before moving toward it, okay, okay. So before moving toward it, I will try to show you how to use the OS model. Let's see what exactly is. Wait, man, we doesn't completed it still. Okay. Let me first show you how we can use OS. Okay, I'm going to run some Python script here. Python 3. So how we use an OS? Let's see. Okay. So we have to use import os.command, and for the Windows or Linux or either you are using Mac, the commands are same. For example, in which directory you have to write os.list directory. Okay. In this directory, how many things are there? These are the files in the list directory. Okay. So as it's simple thing, nothing complicated here. We can have the basic function for the files. Okay, so why so this function? Because we are going to use this function over here, and how we are going to use it. Now look at closely. Okay, I hope it will not get complicated. For the all the people who attended the first webinar, you will get easily, because we are going to use the for loop here to iterate over all the files. Okay. So I am going to use import.os. What we will do. So let's see what we will do today. What we can do? What task? Let either it is how many sizes it is. Okay. We will make thumbnail of each and everything. We will make a program to make thumbnail. Make thumbnail. So I think one person already asked, so what is the benefit of using code? If you can do in the image editor, how much time? I have replied it with, we can do for multiple time. Make thumbnail for all files at one click. So this is our program for today. Let's see how we will do it. Okay, I am audible to everyone now. So third one, enhance fun. Okay, okay, Aisha, the third one, enhance is the thing I have told to you, and fun is nothing but I fun. By the word fun, I mean these are the functions. Okay, here, if you look to it, Aisha, where it is, okay. Brightness function, we described our fun, I mean these are all the functions. Okay, I hope you got it. In the programming, when we want to say this is a function, we just write fun and two brackets over there. So brightness and sharpness are the functions, while image enhance is nothing but a class which is imported from the pill library. Okay. So again, what we have to do is this time, just look at over it. You have this much images, okay, this many images, and these are the various pixels and various size. If you looked at it, the size of this image is different, the size of this image is different, and we want to create a thumbnail of everything. So thumbnail size, if you are saying 20 by 25 by 25, how we can do it? Let's make a folder and we will call it a thumb. So now I have a folder which is an empty folder. Okay. If you any doubt, ask me. Okay. So I have a folder which name thumb, and even for our difficulty, we have some programs over it. So we will get some error also if you are seeing everything as an image itself. So we will try to use try and catch method. First, deleted some files here which can create errors. Okay, I hope there is no problem over here. All the images are fine. So let's move to the code. The first thing first, what we are going to do, I will show you the os.list.dir. Let's save it. I have to exit from this because I am inside the terminal of the Python. Okay. Again, I am inside the terminal. Yeah. So built-in function list directory. So, and when I am calling the function, it will display me all the files in it. So what exactly I have to do? I have to copy paste every images into the thumbnail folder and resize it. So how I'm going to do? I'm going to making it a question, and I will share this file with you. Okay, guys. I will use the for loop for I in os dot list directory, and I'm going to pass. You can pass the parameter. For example, if you are in the current, you want to all the so you can pass dot, or if you want, if you are certainly another folder, for example, c comma pixels. So you can pass this parameter here. Okay, but currently I don't have any parameter because I am in the same directory. So what exactly I am going to do? First, I will use try, because there are some program file which may give error. Okay, so I have to use try. Okay, let me show you the error first. So you will also have a doubt like why I'm using try here. So let's run it. Okay. What exactly? I will again write print here, and You can see. No problem with this. This is the welcome.py file here. If I am trying to resize this image, then it will give me an error for, of course, isn't it? So what I am going to do? Let's try again. I will show you why I am talking about the error. Okay, I am to equal to image dot resize, and I'm going to pass I here. You will see an error here. Let's see. Can you see? Resize, no attribute resize. What the thing I'm talking about? No 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 no. Okay. Okay. No no string object are not to do list. Wait man. There is some error here. No. Wait. Oh my god. So we have to first import it now. We have to first pass I, and I'm going to call I am to resize, and I'm going to pass here 150 25 by 25. Let's run it right now. Okay. Now they will, I hope there is no error. Yeah, there is no error, but this interested can't identify image file copy paste dot py. Why it is? Because this is not an image file, and we have multiple this type of file in this code, and it can cause in your image folder we have many files. For example, you have stored a movie in it, so it will cause you an error. So that type of thing we can use the try catch. How we can use that thing? Let's see. What exactly I have to do is pass try here. Okay. So this will work. What I am saying, try this, and it doesn't work. It is an exception. Don't worry about it. And pass means let it go. Simple as that. So now let's see if you have any error or not. So there is no error. Okay. So the our main thing is happening means we have resized it, but we didn't have stored it actually. So how are we gonna store it? Let's see. What I am going to do is I am going to call this im2 dot save. Okay. And each which folder we wanted to save it, and I'm using 25 by 25 for a thumbnail size. You can call it by 55 50 by 50 now, or it will be too much small. Okay, our thumbnail folder, what is our folder? It is thumb. It is empty currently. Okay, so I will call thumb over here and pass. And what is our image? Our image name is this. Let's see it works or not. Let's run it. So there is no error. Let's see. Oh, can you see how this is working? I think we will again do it. Okay, I'm deleting it. We can see clearly. Okay, I'm going to run it again. At one click, this much images are already done processing. So you understand why we aren't using. So these are the thumbnails. These are all by 50 by 50 pixels. And you can do for any number of tasks here. Means if you want to enhance all the things we have done. We have already created all the thumbnails over here. Okay. So in the folder thumb, we have created thumb. Let's create a black and white images for our everything. So let's delete everything from here. For example, this image I'm deleting. These are already black and white images. Yeah. Now we will create grayscale images at one click. How we gonna do it? I will save this code. Okay, I will give you this copy for doing make thumbnail. make thumb, and we can use the same code, and we will make black and white. Okay, which is grayscale, which is what exactly we have to do for, okay, for making a black and white. We have to convert it, as you already learn it, convert, and we have to pass L over here. When we are saying it is L, it will convert it into L. So for grayscale, what is our folder name? Grayscale image. So we will just copy paste it. Copy and paste. Any error here? I don't think so, but let's see. We will make. Yeah, man, where is my code? Yeah, gray dot py. Gray auto dot py. Let's save this. Yeah, so I will run this gray auto dot py. Where is my this thing? Python 3 gray auto. I'm audible na guys. If any issue, let me know. Gray, I'm going to run this thing. So nothing worked. Why? Why nothing have worked? Ah, grayscale images. All the images are into it. It should be inside it. Wait. Grayscale images. Now grayscale image dot py convert into L image dot save. Image 3. There should be no error over here actually. When I'm running it, open.i grayscale dot convert into L. What is happening? Let me ask, let me think what exactly is happening over here. And let me close all the things. Let me move towards our slide. So, not lead director, I open the image, and where we are into it, the convert to, and when we are saving it, it should work. No error here. Let's see for this time what we can do is try is it really going into it or not. For example, what is I here? It is printing or not? Let's try. This time kind of thing can happen to anything. So it is inside it. Okay, it is inside it. So it is opening or not? Is it running or not? So I will try to put over yes. Print I. So I'm going to comment this section. Okay, can you understand? This part is not working. There is some error here. There is some error over here that this part is not working. What can it be? Move towards it. I am 3. When I am running it, I am 3. Okay, I think the error is right. There's no solution still. What happened? I will look toward it. Okay, Simran Tambuli. Someone raise the hand. Okay. There is another program I already written. Let's open that. Should work. Is it nothing but copy paste code? This part. So this code I have written. I will look toward it gray.auto file. Okay, we will let you know what exactly is happening over here. It's not coming toward this. Okay, there is error. I will try this code. So first looking toward it, I will comment this part. From peel import IAM image, and we are going to open this dog image over here. And what exactly is dog image? Which is dog2 image over this, and image dot open. We are again opening different image, which is google.jpg. Okay, it is this. So there is doesn't exist any google.jpg, or maybe we can convert it. So how we will convert it? I am going to again do this thing. What exactly I am going to do is google equal to image dot open, and I am going to pass google.png over here, google.png, and will convert into RGB because it is an PNG image and we want to save it in JPG format. And how we will save it? The googles.jpg will pass JPEG. Let's see if this works or not. Copy paste. The program is for copy pasting the other image over different image. It doesn't support it. Let's see. So yeah, it is done. So it doesn't accept the another format. So let's see we have image or not. So there is an Google image. Okay, so if you look properly, this Google PNG image, the background was transparent, but when I converted into JPEG, the background converted into the black. So that's the difference between the PNG image and the JPEG image. So what we are going to do is this image, okay, this JPEG image, we will be pasted over this part. Okay, so let's see how we can do this with the help of the Pillow image library. So I'm going to close all the tabs over here. Any doubt? So okay, I'm going to remove these comments. Now we have this file. Okay, I am deleting this. Image.open, doc2.image, google.jpg, convert RGB. So we already did converted. And now what you are going to do is crop this from 0 to 0. For example, this is an image, correct? We are telling in the doc2 image, paste this image. It is Google. Yeah. We are telling paste this image over the dog image and at the location 0, 0. So let's see is it work or not. I'm going to save it and run it. So there is no error. Let's see it works or not. What are the name of our image? The cropped JPG. Let's see. Cropped JPG. Yeah. So we can see properly. the Google image, okay, the another image is located at this place because you have passed the 0, 0. But how we can pass the image at different location? So we can also do that thing. For example, I have written this one code here. Remember, you have used the code for this. For example, when we want to print, okay, I am dot size. So I am going to print over here. So this is the size, okay. So this is the size of this image, which is a dog. So what I want, image should be over here. So what are the pixels? How I can get the pixel coordinate of this image? How? Let's see. If this is the height of an image, correct? If this is the height, then I will get this height and will minus from it almost 10 or 50 pixels. So at this location, my annotation. So at this location, the pixel will be the height of an image. Okay, the height of an image minus 50 pixels. So I will get this location. So I will paste that image in this location. So we will get another image. How we will do this? Let's see. So I'm going to delete this part and uncomment this. So what I have done is height with comma image size. So what exactly happening? The first parameter, this 2048 is stored in the height and it 2048 is stored in the width part. So I'm just displaying this. I'm also deleting this part and I'm going to display again doc2. Okay, I'm commenting this part again doc2 image and I'm going to use the paste function of image. Okay, and what is crop? No, I'm should, okay, this will be open and the crop image nothing but Google's image and this crop will be passed to 0. Okay, so this is the width minus 100, nothing but I think this will be height. Okay, so height minus 100, the image will be placed over there. So I'm going to say over there. So down crop you will have the image. So there is no error still. Let's see, this is our image. So we can see at the bottom location we have our Google icon. So we can also do it for multiple formats. I will again check our code why it doesn't work for multiple format. I think maybe this may cause an error. So it deleted the different images over there. And this is Google PNG also. Yeah, I'm going to delete it. So I hope you are now understand how to use that thing. Okay, grayscale images. This is still not working. Let's move toward it and I'm going to create gray. I'm going to paste some code again here. For example, there is a blur dog, bright line, crop tiger, tiger. Okay. There is this tiger. I'm going to copy this, the grayscale images, and paste it over here. So all of the images with the same size, and I'm going to run it. And I'm going to run it like here's my grayscale gray auto. And I'm going to put it over here. So paste it over here, and when I'm saying gray dot auto, okay, I'm going to open it. Still, wait. Just close all the tabs. I'm going to close the terminal. I'm going to change the name of the file, new gray, and I'm going to close it. Let's see it works right now because I think there was a problem in the image itself. Okay, so currently I'm in this directory. I'm converting into grayscale image. What I will use the gray over here. Let's run it. New gray. Hope it will work. You should have tried. Okay, the errors can happen to anyone at any time. Okay, sometimes not about our code. Can't open. No such directory. New gray. Okay, new gray. Let's see. Still it doesn't work. Why it's happening? If it doesn't work still, I will give you another copy of this. Okay, it should have worked. Should have worked. Let's see. Except this function, I hope everything are clear already. So this is the program for creating an watermark. It is a simple program. I have already written it. I will show you how it is. Where it is watermark program. So just we have to just open the dog image. I am again trying the try accept unable to load image, and this is the another class which is the image draw, and I have to use the draw function. The tetraj is nothing but the image. Okay, we can change it like image. So the time is running, so I will try to do hi Python. So let's see if this work out. Nothing is happen at this location, pixel location. We have displayed our text. The text is nothing but hi Python learners, and we will create another file. Okay, let's run it. Watermark. So we are in different directory. I'll move to it. No, I have to come in this. So what is watermark? The code is watermark.py. So it is Python 3.py. There is no error. Let's see Tatras watermark.png. You can see hi Python learner. We can change the location of it just like we have done before. We have to just pass 120 here it is. Okay, just have to run it. The location is changed. Simple as that. So this was our last slide. I will again give you this code to you, and there's no stopping here. This is just a beginning. And once again, guys, the code for this grayscale which haven't worked, I will again try and will paste in our group only. There's no stopping here. You have come this far, you can achieve your goal. Thank you from me and from Jashanbhai Magan Patel College of Commerce. And I hope you have everything cleared properly and no doubts. If you have any doubts, please feel free to ask. Remove the try and accept block. Actually, the problem, I don't think with try and accept it will work. If the problem is with the images, I think so. Let's try. Okay. Let's see it works or not. And no, not this one. It will only give us error because it will not work. Because if it had to be worked, then it will already work. Let's try again. New gray. Last chance. New gray.py. So L is not defined. Oh my god, I just got an error. The error was nothing but this. L was never defined. Wait. So I will again use the try and block. Okay, so guys, this can happen always, and I hope this time it should work, man. Now there's nothing that will stop. Oh, the error. Let's run it again. Yeah, where is this? So we got every image grayscale. Okay, so where is? Okay, so I was check. Thanks so much. We got an error and we understand. Okay, so the main error was in the L because L is not an variable we defined, correct? What we already want to do was pass the string. This is nothing but an string here. Okay, this is the simple thing. There was a silly mistake. It was silly mistake, and it can happen. We just have to try and try until the code run it or not. I may have closed this webinar right now, but thanks to Savage check, I still tried and I got an error. What are the it causing problems? So today all the errors are solved and we have done everything very well. So it was a good seminar, guys. So I am closing the screen right now. Okay. So let's see. Hi everyone. If you anyone have any doubts, raise your hands and how you feel about today's webinar. Let me know. Very nice session. Thank you so much, Sabah Sheikh. Okay. It was little error today, but we did it. Anyone have any doubts? You can raise your hands. No doubts. Thank you so much. Thank you. So finally, no errors, and we did it today. Thank you so much. I am making ending this session for this right now. Bye everyone.